Hello dears, welcome to our online class. Last class we have discussed the first part of the story, three questions. Now we are going to check what happened in the second part. So we know the hermit, the king came to ask hermit three questions. The hermit didn't reply for that. In that time, evening time, they saw somebody is coming there running. Let's check what is next. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flying. So when the hermit said somebody is coming, then king turned and looked. Then he saw a bearded man, a man who has a beard. He was running towards them and he was pushing or pressing his hand against his stomach. From there it was bleeding. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. Fainted means lost consciousness. Lost consciousness because the bleeding. Because of the bleeding, he lost consciousness and he fell down. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. Redressed means dressed again. So the hermit and the king removed the man's clothing and they found a wound in his stomach, a large wound. The king washed the and covered it with his handkerchief, but it wasn't that bleeding wasn't stopping, so they redressed again. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. The king brought fresh water and gave it to him. By this time, the sun had set and the air was cool. It became evening. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king, tired by his walk and the work he had done, lay down on the floor and slept through the night. When he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember where he was or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. So remember, in this picture you can see the king was cleaning the wound of that bearded man. So beard, you know what is on his face, this man's face, there is beard. There on the face. Okay. So what happened there? It became evening and they took the man into the hut and laid him on the top on the bed. And the man slept and the king, he was tired because of his walk and even the work he had done. And he also laid on the floor and slept through the night. That night he laid on the floor and he slept there in the night. Next morning he awoke. What happened there? He couldn't remember what is happening there. He couldn't remember who is that bearded man and where he was. He couldn't remember anything. Forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice when he saw that the king was awake. So when the bearded man, the wounded man, when he saw the king was awake, he said to him, forgive me, please forgive me. I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for, said the king. The king said, I don't know who you are and I have nothing to forgive you for. You didn't do anything wrong to me. So I don't want to forgive. I don't want to forgive you. So why are you asking for forgive? So he's asking sorry. Forgive means asking sorry. You do not know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you. So The man is saying, "You don't know me." The man is saying to the king, "You don't know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours. I'm your enemy who saw revenge on you, who took revenge on you, who wanted to take revenge on you because you put my brother to death and seized my property." Seized means it took by force. I knew you had gone alone to see that hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way home. So the man was saying that when I knew that you had gone to see that hermit, and kill he decided to kill the king when he came back. But the day passed and you did not return. The day passed, but the king didn't return. So I left my hiding place and came upon your bodyguard. You remember, bodyguard was staying there in the forest with the horse, who recognized me and wounded me. So the bearded man was hiding there to kill the king when he came back from the hermit. But the king didn't come back, he was there till evening. So the bearded man who was hiding somewhere, he came out from there and he met the bodyguard. So when the bodyguard recognized the man, what he did, he wounded him. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. The bearded man, the thief, he was saying that one. I escaped from your man, but I should have died if you did not dress my wounds, if you didn't clean my wounds. I wished to kill you, and you have saved my life. The bearded man saying to the king, I wished to kill you. I came here to kill you, but you saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. Forgive me. Then the man saying that one, if I live, then I will serve you as your most faithful servant and I will order my sons to do the same. So please forgive me. Faithful means a loyal and true friend. Loyal and true. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. So he was very happy because he won over this enemy and made that enemy as his friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property. So the king forgave the man and he promised that he will send the servants and his own doctor to look after the man, and again promised to give back the property that he seized, he has taken away. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked around for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. The hermit was on his knees sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug the day before. So the man, he left the man there and the wounded man there, and king came outside to meet the hermit. He wanted to go home now. So before going away, he wished he will get the answers for his three questions. What the hermit was doing there, the hermit was on his knees, he was sowing the seeds on the buds that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. The king asked him, Please, last time I'm begging you, please answer my questions. You have already been answered, said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. The man said, No, you already got the answers for your questions. How have I been answered? What do you mean? The king didn't understand. Do you not see? Replied the hermit. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday, if you didn't feel sad about my weakness yesterday, and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. So yesterday, if you didn't help me, then you would have gone away. Yesterday itself, you would have gone away. Then that man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the Hamid was saying, yesterday you pitied over me, you felt sympathy over me, and you helped me. If you didn't help me, you would go away. In that time, the man would attack you. Yesterday, the man might see you, and he might have attacked you. In that time, you would have wished that if you had stayed here, it will not happen. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds. So here the Hamid was saying the most important time was when you were digging the beds for me. And I was the most important man to do me good was your most important business. The Hamid was saying. So the important time for you was when you were digging the bed. The most important person was me because you are doing good for me. And the good thing that you have done to me, that was the most important thing you can do. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, so he was again continuing, he continued again what he said. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when we were caring for him. So the most important time, next time was that when that king was carrying that wounded man, because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he may die without made peace with the king. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Remember, then there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time we have any power to act. So the king's question was, what is important time to do something? That is no. So the king said here, the important time is now. Now means now you have some power. When you have some power, now only. Now what you have, you can do with that. So the important time for everyone is the present now. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment, for no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will meet anyone else. So the most important time is at the present now, and the most important person is the person who is with us, who is the person with us in that particular time. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. So the most important business or most important thing we can do is that do good to the person who is with us in the particular time, because we were sent into this world for doing good to other people. So this story was written by Leo Tolstoy. So the king's three questions. King wanted to know the answer for three questions. What is the most important time, and what is the who is the most important people he wanted to meet, and what is the most important thing he wanted to do. So the hermit replied his questions without any hesitation, because the most important time is now. Now means the present day. Now we are living. This time is the most important time. The most important person is with whom we are now. The most important thing we can do is that do good thing to that particular person, because we don't know what will happen next. We don't know what can we do in the next. We will meet again or not. So that is the answer for the three questions the king asked. I hope you understood the story. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye.